Hey everybody, and welcome to the live stream. If you guys have any comments, make sure you drop your comments below. And if you get any value from anything that I say, make sure you drop your comment below. Anything impactful that you hear, and just take a minute, share this with your friends. You're definitely going to want to hear this message that I have to say today is all about what is it truly costing you and how to measure your return on investment. I wrote this blog post. If you are not subscribed to the emails, you want to get in there. There is a free 90-day accountability calendar, and the link is in my bio for Instagram, and you guys on Facebook and YouTube, it's in the link, so you can click that. TanyaColiver.com/calendar. But I hope you're having a blessed up day. And you want to tune in today because this was really powerful. Very, very powerful information. One thing is, let me ask you a question. Have you ever wanted to invest in sharpening your skill set, mastering a craft? Oh, my Instagram just shut off. Mastering a craft, or even like investing in yourself in some way, but you're like, oh my gosh, this is like so expensive and I can't afford it. And then a month goes by, 2 months go by, 3 months go by, a year goes by, and you're like, shiznit, I have not. I could have been so much further along, and you're struggling internally with the same thing 1 year later. Drop in the comment box like a fire emoji or like a hands up if you can relate to that. I know I can. There's some still things that for like my whole life, I'm like, why have I not resolved this? And what is this truly costing me by not handling it? It's costing me my peace. It's costing me my vitality. It's costing me my joy. It's costing me the level of quality of my life to be able to move forward, because things that we do not work on, we wonder why we are lacking in vitality. And most of the time, we don't even realize it has a lot to do with even cleaning up our past mess cleanups. Yeah. A lot of our energy we could be our own energy vampire by not actually resolving things from our past self and from carrying on those things and holding them heavy in the body, because we hold our emotional stuff in our body. So who do you think it impacts? Hello, it impacts us. So when we're talking about what is it costing me, what is it costing you to not do the work? What is it costing you to not resolve? What is that costing you to not work on yourself, or to not invest yourself, or to not sharpen in that skill set, or to not move forward in whatever passion projects that you keep just pushing to the side? What is it costing you? How many years have gone by where you say, I'll get to it later? And maybe you're saying the it factor is you. I'll get to me later once I XYZ. And so by not so when I started thinking of what did that really cost me by not moving forward, that's a whole nother mindset that I've now adopted. Like if I'm thinking like, okay, well, if I want to do XYZ, what is it going to cost me if I don't move forward with it? And it's important. So these are called intrinsic ways of measuring your ROI, your return on investment, is getting clear on how it is you want to feel in your internal environment, in your internal ecosystem, and making sure you're matching up your internal success with your external success. And what is it costing you by not moving forward? What's something you're not moving forward on because of how you're measuring your ROI? Are you measuring your return on investment based on a dollar amount? Are you measuring it based on like the type of people that you're surrounded by? Are you measuring it like I want to know, like, how do you measure your return on investment? Because I know many people, and I've been in this situation too, where I've acquired my goals and I still felt the same way about myself. And you're thinking that those things that you're acquiring are going to resolve the things that are inside of you. And most of the time the answer is no. They don't resolve the things, the chaos that is going on inside of you until you actually resolve the things that are going inside of you. Is your external world going to shift? I had a conversation with somebody today. It's been a lot of back and forth and a lack of commitment. And whenever you're starting to kind of dabble with something and you haven't fully committed, you can't expect to have a strong ROI. And the person keeps asking for solutions, and you keep, somebody, I'd heard something today, is like, just because you're giving, some people want to listen, but they don't want to hear. And there's a difference between being heard and just listening to what somebody says. Being heard is actually receiving it and doing something about it. So what's something you're not moving forward on because of how you're measuring your ROI? Is it too expensive? And just because the expense just comes down to value in the product or the service and the amount of value you place within yourself. If you do not find value within yourself, if you do not see yourself as important, you will never understand the relevance of the investment within yourself, and how when you pour into you, that is just an extension of what you're pouring into everything else in your life. Your business, the things that are important to you, which are the external, can only receive greater value when you start to pull back like a slingshot to pour back into yourself. So I want you to think, what is it truly costing you to stay the same, to settle, and to wait longer because you don't feel ready? Now, I want to invite you guys into a 90-day sprint challenge where it is a productivity, time efficient. One of the biggest things I've been getting lately is people are really wanting information on productivity, on time efficiency, and really getting massive things done without compromising their self, without compromising their family, and really getting to understand the things that they love and getting to build a stronger, more intimate relationship with self. So you asked for it. It has been created for over 10 years, and we are putting that together as far as like turning it into something fun. I feel like we all need something fun and supportive right now. So we created this 90-day accountability sprint for you guys, and we are starting now. So we're going to go April, May, June, but of course you can start it whenever you want. And you could receive your free calendar with a video tutorial. It's totally free. And it's going to be www.tanyacoliver.com. And if you want to actually learn how to build out a productivity schedule where you learn about time efficiency, you can get that at tanyacoliver.com/get it done. Let me see, make sure I covered everything today. Yeah, I think I gave you some good things to think about. What do you think? I mean, these are just the mindset resets that I've had to learn because I just got tired of waiting. I got tired of believing that there was a time where I would feel ready. I got tired of wasting. Hold on, let me rephrase this. I started finding relevance and importance in my time and energy. And therefore, I realized if life was going to be an extraordinary life, I had to claim ownership over my life versus my life owning me. And with that required structure, because structure is what equals order. Order in our mind, and order in our body, and order in our life, in our business. And with discipline, but I also wanted freedom. Because sometimes I think if you get a little bit too disciplined, you can feel like resentment towards your work or towards what you've built. And there can be freedom within discipline, and there can be order within structure. But if there's no structure and there's no discipline, you will never get to what's on the other side. And what's on the other side is really what your heart truly wants. It's what you truly want. whether if you're clear on it or not. It's just removing the fog, gaining clarity, and then building something to get you to the other side. But to get to the other side requires daily structure, order, discipline, and commitment. So I hope you guys are having a blessed up day. I really want you to process this and put it into some thought. What is it costing me by not moving forward? What is it costing me by waiting? What is it costing me by putting myself on the back burner? And what is that costing my family? What is that costing the business? And how am I measuring my ROI? Is my ROI based on external stuff, or is it based on internal stuff? And it doesn't have to be a choice, but just make sure the internal matches up with the external. All right, guys, sending you so much love. Hope you're having a blessed up day. Drop your comments below, post this, share this, and make sure if you are following. And I'll see you guys later, and download your free calendar.